Hello Dragon Quest fans and welcome to episode 4 of Square Enix Plays Dragon Quest Heroes, The World Trees Woe and The Blight Below. My name is Dan, I'm Community Manager at Square Enix Europe, and in this episode I'm going to walk you through leveling up. I'm going to give you a quick guided tour of the Stone Cloud and a quick overview of the in-game items you get in the Slime Collector's Edition. So let's get straight to it, shall we? So this is the Stone Cloud. This is the main hub in Dragon Quest Heroes. You get access to it very early on in the game, and this is where you spend the majority of the time in between missions when you are leveling up, equipping new gear and customizing your characters. So let's talk about leveling up. So like all RPGs, when you do battle in Dragon Quest Heroes, you get experience. When you get experience, you level up, and when you level up in Dragon Quest Heroes, you get skill points, and skill points are what you use to customize and upgrade your characters, like so. So yeah, this is the level up screen. You can see your skill points at the bottom right, and details on your characters and the abilities also on the right. And there's basically 4 different types of upgrades you can purchase using your skill points for each character. The top left we have spells and abilities, which are each character's unique attacks. Then you've got attributes here in the middle, which are basically stat boosts, so upgrades that increase your HP, MP, strength, resilience and wisdom. In the bottom left here, we have character exclusive upgrades, so everything from attack modifiers to enhance your spells and abilities, additional stat boosts and buffs. Speaking of buffs, that's what we have here in the special effects box in the middle, well, at the bottom. These are passive buffs that enhance your characters, so things like the deafness boost, which slightly increases deafness, and the critical charge, which restores MP when you deal critical hits. So yeah, this is how you level up characters. It's pretty straightforward, it's quite an elegant system. What we wanted to do with Dragon Quest Heroes is we wanted to make sure that the system was easy enough to understand so that it was accessible to everyone. But at the same time, we also wanted to make sure it had a certain level of depth so that you can really go in and truly customize your characters to suit your own playstyle. So as you can see, my Luceus, or Lucian if you're in Germany, is basically exclusively upgraded in his statistics, in his raw stats. I haven't unlocked any of his special effects and hardly any of his character exclusive upgrades either. I chose to make him a bit of a statistics powerhouse, whereas if you got to the same point in the game that I am, you might have a completely different Luceus to mine. You may have decided that, buffs and his character exclusive upgrades are the way forward for you, so your Luceus might be completely different to mine, and you've got the complete choice to upgrade him how you see fit. So yeah, that is leveling up. The other way you can customize your characters is with their equipment. So you can obviously change each character's weapons. You can change their shields if they can equip shields, that is. And you can also equip each character with an orb and 3 accessories. So orbs are basically defense enhancing items that also have additional effects depending on the orb in question, and the accessories are more specific kind of upgrades. They can be anything from accessories that increase certain abilities for your characters, or give them new ones altogether. Things like 360-degree blocking capabilities, the ability to possibly heal themselves when they block, or maybe status effect resilience towards certain status effects. And because you have 3 slots, it means that you can really customize each character to how you want them to play. And you can also see that Luceus here is sporting the Heroes from Dragon Quest III's costume, which is a pre-order bonus for anybody who pre-orders and purchases Dragon Quest Heroes from the Square Enix Store. Now, in the Slime Collector's Edition, you get 11 slime weapons, such as the Slime Sword, which Luceus has equipped here. Now, each slime weapon is slime themed, both in name and appearance. and all of their stats are very, very similar. So they have a attack boost when compared to your regular default weapon, and they also have a helping hand from Helix effect. So there is a 10% chance that Helix the Hero Slime will appear in battle and heal you, which can really bail you out when you're in a bind. So as I mentioned, each slime weapon is slime themed. So you can see the blue, and they normally have a slime emblem somewhere on them, and the names are quite slimy, if you will. So you've got the slime sword for Luceus, the Cupid's bow for Bianca, the Splano Ninetails for Jessica, and the gooey gloves for Elena, to name a few. So yeah, so that is how you level up characters and the level of extent that you can customize them as well. So let's have a quick look around the Stone Cloud. The first point of call, I guess, is the chapel, where you start when you load up your saves in Dragon Quest Heroes. So here you can manually save the game. You can also imbue heal stones with healing power. The heal stones are the magical items that you use in battle to heal yourself, and if you want to respec your characters, you can reallocate your skill points here as well.
Goddess speed.
So this is the main room in the Stone Cloud. You can see there are 4 main counters, and we are going to start by taking a look what's over here. So this is the post office. So throughout the game and throughout the course of your adventure, you will encounter many different people, and they may send you letters with messages that you can read here. They might also send you parcels, which might potentially hold an item. So it's always good to keep an eye on any mail you've got coming in. But unfortunately, it seems like I don't have any new mail. Never mind. Over at this counter, we have our 2, I suppose, main shops, where you spend your hard-earned gold to get new gear. So this is the weapon shop. As you can see, you can purchase weapons of all types and shields as well. Pretty straightforward. Oh, you can also sell old weapons and shields as well.
Hello,
This is the orb shop, where you can purchase new orbs. So as I mentioned before, the orbs are mostly defense boosting items that you can equip, but they also can have additional effects as well. So for example, the magic orb has a plus 5% magical resistance effect, and the orb of serenity has a plus 5% status effect resistance ability, or effect, I should say.
See you soon.
Obviously, the further you get in the game, the more rare and the more, I suppose, more powerful items you will have access to as well. So, in this corner, we have the side quest counter, where we can take on new side quests, and we can also view what quests we have available to us. And like any good action RPG, there are loads of side quests in Dragon Quest Heroes, and you can see a small portion of them on the screen here. So yeah, here is where you can see what they are and where you can accept them. You can also report completed quests to claim your rewards and check out any ongoing quests that you have going on at that moment in time. And next door we have the Accolades Counter. So this is where you can earn mini medals. So you can claim mini medals by fulfilling accolades. Accolades are certain challenges that you can fulfill throughout the game, Dragon Quest Heroes. For example, you've got the Fundamentalist Accolade here, so which you get for basically completing the tutorial. Once you've done that, you come to this counter and you can claim this accolade. And when you do so, you get a mini medal for it. And at the moment, I have, let's see, I have 8 accolades that I have available to me. Now, I'm not going to reveal these ones at the top because they might be minor spoilers, but this accolade, you can see the diversity trainer I can get for, well, which I am awarded for recruiting many different species of monster minion. Hooray! So I've now claimed the diversity trainer accolade.
Congratulations.
And got my mini medal award. Sweet. So yeah, that's is the Accolade system or menu. And next we've got Monster Suppression. Now the Monster Suppression system basically rewards you mini medals for defeating certain number of monsters. So on this screen you can see every monster that you've encountered and how many of them you've defeated. So for every 100 monster type, 100 of that monster type I should say, you get 1 mini medal as a reward. So as you can see at the top, I have defeated 350 slimes, which means that I can claim 3 mini medals.
Please take this.
Hooray! So I've
Please
defeated
take
400
this.
Jackies and 400 Megases, which means that I can claim 4
Please
mini
take
medals
this.
for those 2 monster types. Now the maximum number of mini medals you can claim per monster type is 5. So as you can see, I defeated 550 skeletons, which means I can
Please
claim the
take
maximum
this.
number of mini medals, which is 5. Now if I went back and defeated 100 Jackies or 100 more Megases, then I can claim the final mini medal for these monster types too. So yeah, so it pays to defeat as many monsters as you possibly can throughout your adventure in Dragon Quest Heroes. And since we've now claimed some mini medals, let's go spend them over here in the mini medal shop with King Flaminio. So, mini medals you can exchange for a variety of cool items. So everything from powerful weapons and shields, to special orbs, to ingredients for alchemy, and recipes for alchemy. Now, in the Slime Collector's Edition, you get access to 2 special items, the Pink Pearl Ring and the Elevating Shoes. Now, the Pink Pearl Ring is right here. You can see it gives you a plus 10% boost in gold earned, which is particularly handy because you're going to be spending quite a lot of gold getting all sorts of cool gear throughout the game. And Elevating Shoes, which are down here, which gives you a plus 5% experience boost, which again is also very handy because you could always do with extra experience to help level up throughout the game. So you don't get the items straight away in the Slime Collector Edition, you just get the access to them. So you still have to create them through alchemy. So what I'm going to do is I am going to purchase these recipes. So that was the Elevating Shoes recipes, and I need the Pink Pearl Ring recipe.
Please.
Splendid! Wicked.
Farewell
And now
for
I've got the
now.
recipes, I'm going to go create one of them in the alchemy pot.
And what can I do for you? Ahead.
So I'm going to create some Elevating Shoes. So
Choose
in
one,
alchemy,
then,
you basically
now.
have 3 methods of creating the item in question. So in this case, I'm trying to create Elevating Shoes, and I only have the quick method available to me because that's the only recipe that I currently own because I just purchased it from the mini metal shop. The classic and luxury methods are basically more difficult ways to create the item in question. So the reason they're more difficult is because they use less common items. So the quick method uses the most common items to create the items that you're trying to make, and the luxury is the most difficult, usually involving 1 or 2 rare items or more difficult to obtain items. Now the reason why you would want to do this or go through this method is because the classic and luxury methods have a higher chance of sweet success, and when you get sweet success, when you create an item and it's done through a sweet success method, or you get a sweet success bonus, you get an additional effect added onto your item when it's made at the end. So let's create some Elevating Shoes. So you can see I've got 92% chance of regular success, 7% chance of sweet success. So you don't have to worry about failing in creation of your items. No matter which method you choose, you will always create the item you're trying to make. So I got a regular success, so I have a regular pair of Elevating Shoes. Let's try again. I mean, 7% isn't particularly good odds, but
What we can do.
let's give it a shot anyway. I might get lucky. regular success. It's all good, because now that I have 2 elevating shoes, what I can do is I can meld them together. So you can see on the left that each item has 3 available ability slots or effect slots. If you got a sweet success, one of those slots will be filled with a randomly picked bonus effect. Every effect is good though, so you don't have to worry about getting something a little bit naff. As you can see, when I try and combine 2 elevating shoes together, I get a random effect added to my new elevating shoes that I'm going to create. It's random because none of the shoes that I'm combining has an effect on them. If they did have an effect on them, I can choose to transfer it over if I wanted to. And that means that you can transfer an effect onto another pair of shoes that already has an effect, so that you get 2 effects, and up to a maximum of 3, so you can really customize your accessories. So what do I get? Ah, sweet! My elevating shoes +1 now has an MP +4 effect. So if I equip them, not only do I get the plus 5% experience boost, but I also get +4 MP, which is pretty sweet.
Do come again.
And cool, that is basically the main shops in the Stone Cloud. The only other place to show you is Paddy's Bar through here. Now this is where the majority of your characters will hang out. If you want to go talk to them, see what they're currently thinking, you can do so. Although I'm not going to, because they may say something a little bit spoilerific.
Well, hello.
Instead, I'm going to talk to
And what
Paddy.
can I do
And what
for
Paddy
you?
can do for me is she can rearrange my party. Now, the main hero of the game, who you choose at the beginning, who is either Luceus or Aurora, cannot be swapped out, but the other 3 party members can be. So, I'm just going to pick
I shall to gladly
3
fight.
characters at random.
My go.
Let's take Kirill,
Let me
Bianca,
go to
and
work.
Yangus.
How can
No
I
particular
help?
reason, I just picked them at random.
Don't be a stranger.
So yeah, you can mix and match your teams as you see fit, so you can experiment a little bit to see which combinations of characters works best for you. And over here is a bar where you can view any cutscene that you have previously unlocked through the game. Obviously for spoilers reasons, I'm not going to show you any of those. Instead, I'm going to go to the world map over here, and this is how you travel around in Dragon Quest Heroes. So this is the world, and if you think of the Stone Cloud as a giant airship, you can fly around and you can go to any place you want at will. So long as you've unlocked that area as part of the story, that is. But there's 2 particular places I want to draw your attention to, which is Big Eye Boulevard and the Guardian's Grove, because as part of the Slime Collector's Edition, you get access to 2 maps, the Happy Map and the Gold Digger Map. Now, they give you access to 2 challenges, In Search of Elevation and Things for a Fabulous Ring. Now, by completing these challenges, you get the items that you need to create either the elevating shoes or the pink pearl ring through alchemy. So if you complete the Things for a Fabulous Ring challenge, you will get the items you need to create the pink pearl ring. And if you complete the In Search of Elevation, which you unlock through the Happy Map, you get the items that you need to create the elevating shoes in alchemy. And yeah, that is all we have time for in this episode. Sorry it's not as action-packed as previous episodes, but I think it's important to show you guys the background RPG mechanics that really make Dragon Quest Heroes a fully fledged action RPG, and hopefully it gives you some insight into how you can really customize each character to fit your own personal playstyle. So in the next episode, I am going to show you a little bit more combat. I am going to give you a combat guide of all the characters from Dragon Quest IV that are in Dragon Quest Heroes. So thanks for watching, and I hope I will see you again soon.